I would love to see him as part of the Avengers, because there's just a great kind of dysfunction amongst that team, and I think Wolverine would fit in perfectly into that. I think he would like that. There's no doubt he'd get in a fight with Hulk at some point. I mean, those two bad, rage-filled characters they're gonna square off at some point. It'll be quite fun. I don't know how much fun to shoot it would be, because I'm sure I'd be on the worst end of it. But hey, he can heal. So I think he and Robert Downey Jr. could. I think Iron Man, that could be really cool as well.
Obviously, Marvel and Disney is a separate thing than Fox, and Fox has the characters of X-Men and Wolverine. What do we have to do? What do we have to make happen to get Wolverine in, say, Avengers? What can we do as fans?
Mate, I asked the same question. I literally asked the same question the other day to Tom, who's from Marvel, who works with all the other studios. He works with Sony and Fox. That's his job to liaise. And I said, man, can this happen? And he goes, look, it's not going to be easy because you're working with different studios and their properties. But I believe, maybe I'm optimistic. I understand at Marvel they've got Avengers, they've got a lot of big things going on. But at some point, I just find it almost impossible to believe there's not a way to bring Iron Man, all the Avengers characters, you know, Wolverine, the X-Men characters, Spider-Man, and somehow get them in together.
Well, I'm desperate for this to happen, and I speak for all fans.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I want to see you with Tony Stark. You know, this is.
I don't see the impediment. I'm like, okay, you got 3 studios. Just split it 3 ways in terms of costs. Happy days. It's all coming together.
I really hope as a producer you're able to.
Yeah, no, that may be beyond my pay grade, but I'm in for it. I'm totally up for it because I think that would be really exciting for fans across the board.
I don't know if you've heard the news yet this morning, but there's the big Marvel and Spider-Man news that they're finally crossing over.
I didn't know. That's what someone.
Movies. So
really,
I know you've talked a long time about wanting to maybe Iron Man, Wolverine. This could actually be a thing if Spider-Man can go over with Marvel and the Avengers.
Wow.
That could maybe open things up for you.
I think that's really exciting news. I've always loved the very basic idea of the comic book world where on a Friday night you can have a couple of beers with a mate and you go, oh, wouldn't it be great to see Wolverine face off against Iron Man, and bang, Monday morning someone's drawing it, you know? And I always thought that was cool. I mean, it's a very complicated world now of rights and who buys what, at what price, when, and I think it's great that they're kind of melding in. I mean, you know, I'm sure by the time all of that is resolved, it'll be past my use-by date, but you never know.